Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? It's your girl here, MJ's Neo. Welcome to the channel. So yes, I wanted to talk about why do people hate Camila Cabello so much? What is the reason? Um, some people might wonder. I don't understand why, because I see people say they don't know why there's so much hate for this girl. To be honest with you, I really did thought that the things in the past was the past and people got over it, but I'm seeing now people is really trying to cancel her. And let me tell y'all something. When she went on her solo career, people loved this girl. They had loved her because they thought, she was like the innocent one out of the group and everybody was attacking her. But there was more to the story. So we're going to get into it. But before I get into that past tea, we got to talk about the current stuff that they don't like about Camila. So a lot of people see that she got a new song out, right? I think it was one was with Lil Nas X and one was with, JT and Young Miami. So a lot of people are like, we're not feeling this. You trying to look like so-and-so. So we're going to talk about that. And also this water purse. Let me play some videos for you guys.
Cabello is being canceled after her appearance at the Met Gala, where she was seen carrying a purse made entirely of ice. The purse, valued at $22,000, was meticulously crafted over 85 hours, featuring a handcrafted rose made of 18-karat rose gold and half-carat diamonds, atop a body composed of expensive water from Germany's Nevis. However, the ice began melting almost immediately, causing discomfort to Cabello as she had to clutch it throughout the event, resulting in numb hands. Many argue that the extravagant display of wealth, especially considering the rapid melting of the purse, is insensitive when many struggle to afford basic necessities. Some contrasted this with the ongoing water crisis in places like Michigan, where access to clean water is a pressing issue, along with many other places in the United States and the rest of the world. The event's opulence, including tickets priced at $75,000 per person and elaborate costumes, has sparked debate about the priorities of the elite versus the struggles of everyday people. What are your thoughts on this?
Camila Cabello is being cancelled for carrying ice at the Met Gala. So during the Met Gala, Camila Cabello carried around this very expensive block of ice. The ice has a gold rose in the middle of it. It was also crafted with some expensive water from Germany, and this single block of ice cost an estimated $22.5 thousand USD. Yet it was just melting the entire time she was carrying it around. Now, Camila deciding to carry around this very expensive block of ice has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. People are saying things like her doing this is a slap in the face to people that don't have access to clean water. They're also saying that $22K for something that melts is wild. And a lot of people are saying that this block of ice is an excessive flaunting of wealth in a time when most people can barely even afford to get by. Now, I should clarify, the ice isn't exactly the expensive part of this purse handbag thing. The rose in the middle is mainly what's causing this ice block to be so much. Like, the actual water used for the ice, while more expensive than regular water, isn't really the reason why this block of ice costs $22K.
All right, so y'all just heard that about the water purse, right? So apparently, if you look over here in this corner, somebody says spreading misinformation in time that we need to educate people. The ice purse was $30 from Etsy. So I will give her some grace on that. The purse is from Etsy. So she even said it on Tonight Show. So let me play that for you guys.
$25,000 or something?
I was like seeing like this TikTok that had like a bunch of comments and likes. It was like, Camila Cabello was getting canceled because she spent $25,000 on this ice purse.
Yes,
I was
not
like,
true?
guys, it's water frozen.
It's frozen water, yeah.
You can make it at home.
Yeah. Get a flower off of, at your local florist and freeze it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's however much water costs plus a rose that we got from Etsy. Like,
that's perfect. But it's perfect. It makes me laugh that it happened to you because these are the things that happen to you.
All right, so I'm glad that she cleared that up about the Etsy. About the water and the rose, because I remember hearing that about the Met Gala earlier this year. She did clear that up, but like I state, we're gonna go further and further. We're gonna start rewinding back a little bit in the past. We're gonna get some past tea that a lot of people might not like about Camila, being in the Fifth Harmony and everything like that. But we're gonna start walking our way towards back to the past. So we're gonna start showing you the more controversial, more things that people were talking about, more of the drama, the issues around her. So let me play some of those for you guys.
last night, and the backup dancer that is next to her looks like he's a little bit too tan.
Hi, my name is Pablo, and at this point I think I gotta make some When I'm Right merch. Because the way that y'all ate me up when I literally laughed at the fact that she went to racial sensitivity courses. Again, the Cash App is gonna be pinned in the comments because y'all owe me reparations again. But I really want y'all to realize something. Y'all have warped what it means to give a real apology. Y'all think that an apology automatically deserves forgiveness and to get over a situation, and it doesn't. An apology is literally a benchmark. An apology means that you have acknowledged the harm that you committed and are deeply remorseful for what occurred. It does not mean that anyone, especially the Black community when it comes to racism, has to forgive you. Even though racial sensitivity courses are fine, it does not mean that that action is in the past or that Black people must forgive her for what she's done already. If you're a non-Black person, you're constantly going to be unlearning racist behavior that's been ingrained in you, frankly. A 3-week course simply is not going to fix all that bad behavior.
All right, so bear with me. We're going to get deeper and deeper. Just to show you here, somebody says Camila Cabello really thought if she released a song, everyone would forget about the problematic stuff she has done. All right, so this is the video about the music, and we're gonna get into it. Why people don't really like her, why they saying that she's trying to look like somebody else. We're gonna get deeper and deeper. I just hope y'all ready for it. All right, let me play this audio for you guys.
She's currently going through an artist rebrand, and she's turning into this hyper pop kind of girl.
Slow down, baby.
But along the way, she's been getting a lot of hate for this. People just think that she's trying to be a ripoff of Charlie XCX. We don't know her personally, so we don't know how she connects to this new era that she's going into. But what I will say is that that little era that she was going through where she was fully Latina, I thought that was really cool, and I thought that that looked the most authentic to her. Considering the fact that one of her biggest hits is Havana, a Latin-inspired song, you would think that this is probably the best career move for her. Not only is the Latin market one of the biggest markets at the moment, but also being an American pop star, showing her Latina side, I feel like is something very unique. There aren't many big famous Latina pop stars out there, and the fact that she was embracing her culture to an American audience, I feel like that really set her apart. I mean, that's kind of one of the things that made J.Lo really famous when she started. Being explicitly Latina while being an American pop star isn't very common. So a lot of people will be interested in you because you're kind of the different person, and you kind of bring that appeal to the table.
Did he compare Camila to J.Lo? Ooh, no, honey. You might not want to compare her to J.Lo. J.Lo got a lot of messy past. That is a whole nother video. If you want me to do deep dive into J.Lo career and why people don't like her, honey, please you do not want to be compared to her. But yes, going back to the original topic, so now you're hearing all this stuff about her, right? Why is people saying all this stuff or making up stuff, or they're trying to get her canceled? Well, it starts back with Fifth Harmony. So let me play you a clip showing how the way somebody cut Camila out of cut her out of the group. You couldn't even see her. And then I'm also going to play another video for you guys where somebody explained the messy past of Fifth Harmony. So because that's where the drama starts from.
Wow.
Okay. And
Oh wow.
Yep, I remember.
Can we talk?
I like my outfit.
Can we? I'll put this photo up. Can we talk a little bit? Okay. What?
Oh look, my hair. My hair.
Is it all about the hair? You're not.
Yeah, the hair.
Is
My
it-
hair is
so
funny.
perfectly waved.
Okay. So besides the hair,
Yeah.
what's changed? Like, what kind
My
of
hair's
personal
longer.
growth? Yeah. Don't. No. There's nobody there on the other side.
Physically a
what?
lot.
No, not physically. Okay. What? Like professionally, whatever. Personal growth is a big thing for me. I'm all about positive.
So the next video I'm going to play is from, I think her name is California Media. So it says the toxic truth about Fifth Harmony breakup. So if you don't know the Fifth Harmony drama, please go do your research. I always tell people to Google stuff, research about any interviews and stuff like that. I'm going to show you some of the interviews that has happened, that was taking place. But I've seen Fifth Harmony, when they first were coming out and what was going on. And I'm going to tell you, they were pushing Camila like crazy. I don't really think that this should have been a group. I think everybody should have been solo, because the judges didn't make anything easy. And you're going to see it in this video, because this video plays some of the clips that I was looking for. So please, please, please go look. I'm gonna play some of it, not all of the video. I want you guys to go see it for yourself, because this is exactly where the drama started with Camila. It started in Fifth Harmony, and let me play this for you guys.
Already had their minds set on who the star was. They saw one girl with star quality that outshined the rest, and they kept trying to push this narrative that she was going to be the leader or the star of the group, while the rest followed behind. They wanted Camila Cabello to be the Nicole Scherzinger and the Beyonce of the group. This meant that they wanted her to be the lead vocalist and face.
But I feel like tonight there was only one person that shined, and it didn't click for me tonight. I want to see you guys click. I think you need more practice together. You need to come out of your shell a little bit. Right now there's only one person doing it for me.
Thank you, Demi. Who was the one that clicked for you? Demi?
Well, next up, we have my final contestant from my group.
Demi, who was the one that clicked for you?
Oh, they should figure that out on their own. I'm not going to say it right now.
And I think they should know so they know how to work better together.
I think that they should just all figure out you.
Okay,
Which one?
It took a little interrogation.
We all signed.
Camila?
Yes, I think you guys should all learn something from her.
We're entering a new era where members in a group can coexist equally and receive the same amount of praise. BTS, Blackpink, and Little Mix are some examples of successful groups that share the spotlight. Although the media may try to push solo careers on some members, they reassure them that they are perfectly content being in a girl group sharing the spotlight. Unfortunately, for Fifth Harmony, that was not the case. Favoritism was displayed towards certain members of the group, and sometimes only one person. There were rumors circulating that Taylor Swift encouraged Camila Cabello to go solo. The two of them became close, and Taylor even invited Camila to go to her birthday party. But the rest of the other 5H girls were nowhere to be found. Although Camila denied this rumor that Taylor told her to go solo, there is speculation that her friendship with a pop star caused tension in the group. Take a look at these clips of the group looking uncomfortable when Taylor's name is mentioned.
The artist that inspired me to songwrite was Taylor Swift. I listened to so many of her lyrics and they connected with me so much, and I just love the idea of, writing music to be a soundtrack for your life, for you to listen to when you're older about certain experiences. So,
for me, I'm going to say Taylor Swift, just because I think as a woman in music, I feel like she's just adapted so beautifully musically and has found a way to kind of stay true to her songwriting roots, but just explore sounds like so.
Best woman of 2014 for us would be Rihanna.
And Taylor Swift. Yeah, she's been killing it.
She invited me to come over and she was so sweet. Taylor, my friend Taylor Swift, it's crazy. We were texting and she asked me what I was gonna do for my birthday, and at the time I wasn't doing anything. I was just like eating with my family. She's like,
Taylor Swift. I think that she is the embodiment of
love the idea. Just love the idea.
Camila had always been open about her desires to pursue solo projects in the media. She claimed her bandmates were supportive of it, and that they also had their own goals. She hired her own manager while being in the group, Roger Gold, and it is speculated that her team had been trying to push her to go solo for a while. The group began having tension when Camila pushed more solo projects outside the group, like Bad Things featuring MGK, and I Know What You Did Last Summer featuring Shawn Mendes. Lauren announced her projects outside the group with Marian Hill, and Normani revealed she was working on her own pieces. There was already so much tension between the group, and it seemed like none of the girls wanted to even be there. There are even compilation videos created to expose the shadiness between the group members when they were together. There were many overlooked moments that foreshadowed their breakup or one of them eventually leaving.
We've been together for basically 3 years now, and looking back, we're very, very happy of where we're at right now, but from here on out, we just want to hopefully win a couple more awards together, maybe build more music together as well, I feel like we'll probably go our separate ways maybe later on.
In December of 2016, It was announced to social media that Camila Cabello would be leaving the group. Many fans were heartbroken, and no one expected.
I just want, like I said, I was only gonna play half of it. If you want to go see it, I'll put the name of the person, of the YouTuber here. This was like 2 years ago. This video was made, and I want to bring it out. It was made 2 years ago, and I'll put a link down in the description box. But she mentioned, you know, BTS, Little Mix, and Blackpink. You know, they did work well together, and they did last longer than Fifth Harmony. But I want people to always remember, in groups they always try to push one person. So, and I know this because I listen to a lot of music. I listen to all different types of music, and I do love me some BTS. So I want to bring this out, that in BTS last year, when they were all doing their solo projects, I feel like they were pushing Jungkook the most. And then when with Blackpink, I found out that Lisa is pushed the most out of the group. It's the same thing. And let's not even talk about Little Mix. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother video, honey. Because that group has broken up as well. And then another thing too was Destiny's Child. I love me some Destiny's Child as well. But who was pushed the most out of their group? Beyonce. So unfortunately, this is something that all groups go through, where one or two people are pushed out of the group. I mean, pushed the most, like they're the most supported, and they're the most one that gets a lot of attention and spotlight in the group. Is always going to be that one person or two people that's out of the group. So I want to bring this out. Unfortunately, I know she was trying to use BTS and Blackpink and Little Mix as a good example, but all groups go through this, all of them. Jackson 5, Michael Jackson. NSYNC, Justin Timberlake. So I just want to put that out there. That's why I said I had to go back, because Fifth Harmony, this was the reason. There was a lot of issues that was going on around Fifth Harmony, and it still kept going on. So we're going to discuss a little bit about what was going on with Fifth Harmony. So with that being in mind, 7 years ago, there was an interview that Normani did, and you just heard the video of there was tension going on in the group, right? This was an awkward interview where she was asked about how to describe her members, you know, what she think of her members in the group. So this right here should have let you know the group was not even gonna last that long. Okay, so let me play this video for you guys. And this is also going to this is also going to start the debate between Normani and Camila. That you can tell people were trying to put them against each other. But I'll play this video for you guys.
And then Camila, she is, let's see.
Normani and Camila shoot down Feud rumors after an awkward interview that doesn't exactly scream harmony between the two. Today's episode of Clever Newsfeed is brought to you by T-Mobile. Keep up with the freshest pop culture news with T-Mobile. Thanks to a recent interview that Normani just gave, fans are speculating that her and Camila aren't on good terms. Normani sat down with Galore magazine and was asked to describe each of the other girls of Fifth Harmony with one word. That obviously is not exactly an easy task, but Normani took her time and gave some pretty in-depth reasoning behind the words she chose for the girls. She described Allie as being sunshine for her ever-positive outlook, Lauren as the therapist of the group thanks to her wisdom and good advice, and Dinah as the turn-up queen because she's always down for a good time. But when it came to describing Camila, Normani struggled a little bit more to find a word for her.
And then Camila, she is, let's see, Camila, very quirky.
Quirky?
Yeah, very quirky, cute, quirky.
Cool. You guys have to admit, quirky and cute seems a little more generic than the way Normani described the other girls, but as quickly as fans jumped to the conclusion that this interview suggested some major tension in the group, Normani and Camila shut down those rumors during the New York show last night. Normani and Camila spontaneously high-fived each other in the middle of That's My Girl, and fans went absolutely nuts for the United Girl Power moment. So there you have it. If a solid high five can't shut down the rumor mill, what can? As great as it is knowing that the girls are all on good terms, unfortunately, there is some actual bummer 5H news that
All right, so I'll put a link down in the description box so you can go see the rest of this. But yeah, this is when the drama kind of starts, because everybody was already speculating that there was tension in the group already. I mean, we're not dumb. We watched them when they got together, or I forgot what show it was, but we watched them when they got together on, I think it was something. What the video has said. Y'all know I'm not good with my memory. I put the name of the shows where they first were contestants on and how the group had came together. We knew that they weren't going to last that long. We knew that the spotlight was all on Camila, and this is where the drama started and everything like that. So later on, when Normani goes on to Dancing with the Stars, she's going to talk about how she went through a lot of cyberbullying from Camila Bello's, you know, she didn't say Camila, but we knew that it was from Camila Bello's, you know, fan base. Let me play this for you guys. So it says, DWTS, Normani gets real about horrific cyberbullying. They made images of me being whipped, beaten, and hung. So this is all based off of that awkward, you know, interview that she had with that other that journalist who was asking her questions about her band, you know, her team, you know, her members of the group, and she didn't know how to describe Camila. Well, yeah, they went after Normani. They dragged her, and I remember this was all over, you know, social media. If you didn't know, well, I guess you weren't really on social media that much, or you really wasn't into the group at that time. So let me play this video for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about.
Fifth Harmony singer Normani Kordei says she has confronted racism her entire life, but even she was shocked by the deluge of bigotry from anonymous internet trolls that she says drove her off social media. Her response, a deeply personal performance on Dancing with the Stars. Here's ABC's Nick Watt.
The first couple who will be dancing in the finals next week is Normani and Val.
Earlier tonight, Normani Kordei made it all the way to ABC's Dancing with the Stars Final 3.
I know you're always on that night shift.
She is, of course, one fraction of Fifth Harmony. Yeah, work from home.
I felt really alone.
But it's the 20-year-old's bold confession from last week that will live so much longer in the memory.
I got bullied, like, terribly on social media. I did an interview, it was taken out of context completely, and there were images, people were calling me, like, the N-word. Like, it was really ugly.
And the contemporary dance that inspired. She won over Len, the traditionalist.
They were spellbound, and so was I.
There you go.
Scored a perfect 40.
40 out of 40.
Dancing to Freedom by Anthony Hamilton and Elena Boynton. The message, be yourself, love who you are, ignore the haters. Then she sat down with us.
Are you ever concerned that you're going to stir up the haters again?
I think that it's a conversation that needed to be talked about, and it's my responsibility to talk about it.
And then Camila.
Fifth Harmony was touring when Normani gave this interview to Galore magazine.
Very quirky.
That tiny pause unleashed a torrent of vile trolling.
I was getting racial slander, images of me being hung, whipped, beaten, and it really affected me.
Maybe I'm just being a naive, middle-aged white man, but I'm surprised at the racial aspect of this. I really am, from a younger generation.
Right.
Apparently some people thought she was dissing a bandmate.
Being shady, as they call it, as the kids call it nowadays, and I was not.
She apologized for any inadvertent offense. It got worse.
And do you know who any of these people were who were attacking you on social media?
Just trolls.
Sadly, cyberbullying is now an ever-present fear for middle schoolers and stars alike. Brought into sharp focus last summer when SNL's Leslie Jones was forced to quit Twitter after racist and misogynist trolling when the all-female Ghostbusters reboot came out. She tweeted, "It's just too much. It shouldn't be like this. So hurt right now." Twitter took action, banned a ringleader, then Jones' website was hacked. She hit back with humor on SNL.
If you want to see Leslie Jones naked, just ask.
Normani last summer was also trolled into quitting all social media.
And I feel like then I became the more reserved and closed off person, and I get afraid of letting people in.
Normani came to fame back in 2012 on The X Factor, one of the teen girls molded by Simon Cowell into Fifth Harmony, young stars of the internet age.
Normani, Kordei, and Val.
That's Normani's Dancing with the Stars partner, Val Jmerkovsky.
The older generation isn't really understanding what that is. You know, they look at, oh, it's just a computer, don't read it.
Do you need to have a social media profile, really?
I do. It's part of my job.
Normani was raised in New Orleans.
I went to a predominantly white school, and I stuck out because I was the black girl, but I would get teased for the color of my skin and wonder why. I remember we were playing outside, and the first thing that this little girl could tell me was, "Leave me alone, you burnt biscuit." Like, where do you get that from, especially being so young?
Is it worse, the second grader in the playground, or the multitudes of faceless people on social media?
Honestly, it felt the same.
And so is this, dancing every Monday night on TV for entertainment and maybe just a little more.
Going back to the dance, I hope that I was vocal enough. I think that at the end of the day, us as humans, we just need to really be more sympathetic towards each other.
Do you still get some of that hate?
Yeah, every day. What I learned and how to deal with it is recognizing that it has absolutely nothing to do about me. It's genuinely an insecurity that other people have within themselves, or something that they lack that you may have. I was scared for so long to say exactly what it is that I had felt. It was just taking courage, and luckily people did support me, and a lot of people were inspired by my story too.
I'm Nick Ward for Nightline, Los Angeles.
So there you have it. You heard it from her. I'm sorry that it was dark because I don't have it played. You heard it from her mouth. She got, cyberbullied. And I also wanted to bring one thing out. She mentioned that some of these people were young. So this plays a key part as to if a child, and I've talked about this on my gaming channel because I talked about why there's trolls and bullies on video games, because this is something that's taught to a child. So when a child comes in your chat, like I stream on Twitch and I used to stream on YouTube, and I remember YouTube back in the day used to have little kids come in your chat and they'll cuss you out and say all kind of crazy things. But what people need to understand, that kids learn this from their environment, or they learn this from other things that they see online. So kids are taught this. So I want to bring that out. This is what's going to bring us into the next topic of Camila Cabello. I'm going to put a link down below of this. And this is by this person here. This person here, I don't know how to pronounce their name, but they're saying the reason, this is like some type of blog, is on Wattpad, and they're talking about why, they said my reason as to why I don't like Camila Cabello. Now, I don't hate anybody. I just want to bring that out. I don't know if I said at the beginning, I don't hate Camila Cabello. I just wanted to spread, just talk about issues with groups and what singers go through when they say stuff in the past. It's going to come back and bite you in the butt or whatever. And that's kind of what happened with Camila Cabello. So the first thing they said was, "Don't try me. I got receipts, lots and lots of them. She's racist, and don't hit me with that. She's part of the POC family." And we're going to read that later on, but the things that she said, or she was a fetus. She didn't know what she was talking about. Her apologies do not make up for the fact that she called Normani a Igor. They definitely don't make up for the fact that her fans have photoshopped Normani's face onto a slave's face. So, Normani Kordei, I feel bad for those who constantly have to explain, defend, and justify themselves based on their actions. It's about time you do some reflecting. So, Camila Cabello, I get how anybody that doesn't know me would think those things about me. I was immature and young and joking. Not excuse, but apology. So Camila Cabello, she's telling you that she was immature and young. Remember, this is what Normani was bringing out about. They were talking about her and that reporter. They were talking about young people in online. I told you, I've experienced this. I've had people call me the N-word, a monkey, a black this and black that, because I show my face when I stream live. I've had that, and this comes from young people, and young people learn this from their family members or other friends around them, environment, which is their environment, online. All of it is basically around their environment. So I want to bring that out. So that's why it leads to back to this drama here, what Camila has said when she was young on her, because everybody goes and find old receipts, which is these Twitters. You can't run from it. So her fans are the worst, and don't say she doesn't have her own fans, because newsflash, she does. They're problematic to another level. Normani has to die. She's a fake bee and a shame to black people. Camila has black dog and her name is Normani, so she can obviously say Igga or Igger. Deal with it. Good night. It says at 6-inch Kordei, at Ariana Grande's, at Ing Riri. Look, it's fixed. I don't even know if I can really even show this. This is them having Normani hang by her neck. I don't even know if I can even show that. But anyway, oh Lord. When you open up a zoo and a bad singing ape shows up. I hope ISIS does come to America. Maybe they'll kill Normani and it'll be karma for her hating Camila. So that's why when I show you all those tense, videos and clips that's going around showing how, Normani will look, or how Camila will look when certain group members say certain things, how they give each other the bombastic side eye. I wanted you guys to see that there was some type of tension going on in the group. Because why would people be saying that Normani, it'll be karma for her hating on, Normani, it'll be karma for her hating on Camila. We don't know if they really do hate each other, but something was going on in this group. That's why Camila left first, and that's why the group is gone. Then it says, her voice just isn't my cup of tea, actually. Her voice never will be my cup of tea, to be honest, just very annoying. So this was 7 years ago. This was posted, this blog. So I want you guys to read these old comments that were down here. This is their fan base, supposedly. Her dog is called Thunder, and he's adorable, just as cute as Camila herself. Finally, I effing hate Camila. Ooh. Cabello. Y'all see that. What did she say? What did she? Igga? I don't know. When did she say? No, when, I guess they said, when did she say Igga? Once in their personal chats, but she was so young that time. I'm sure everyone has made it that kind of mistake before. Please don't tell me you're also mad at her. See? Preach. Shut your ass up before I use your IP address to find out where you live. At least someone agrees with me. Ciao. Anyways. So I was trying to look for the old tweets, but this is the closest I can get to it. So it says, Normani breaks her silence on Camila Cabello's resurfaced racist post. So in her recent Rolling Stones cover story, Normani speaks out on Camila Cabello's past racist posts after dealing with racist trolls throughout their Fifth Harmony. So down here it says, Normani struggled under the spotlight while in Fifth Harmony when an anonymous racist troll posted photoshops images of her being lynched. Others sent death threats, according to her new Rolling Stone cover story. But the resurfaced racist post from former bandmate Cabello's old Tumblr account hit closer to home for Normani after sharing the spotlight with her during their five-ish days. In December, a Twitter user posted a thread exposing Camila's archived racist Tumblr post, reportedly from 2012, weaving together screenshots of memes the then 14-year-old singer published that were based on stereotypes and careless threw around the N-word. Cabello apologized for her past horrible and hurtful language the day after the Twitter user posted the viral thread, but it still strikes a chord with Normani, who has stayed silent on the news. When RS writer Brittany Spanos asked her about Cabello's post during the interview, posted online Friday morning, Normani said she'd get back to Spanos. The motivation singer later penned an email that talked about how devastated she felt revisiting racist Tumblr memes when Fifth Harmony had the fabricator of a safe haven and a sisterhood. I want to be very clear about what I'm going to say on this uncomfortable subject and figure it would be the best to write out my thoughts to avoid being misconstrued. As I have been in the past, I struggle with talking about this because I didn't want it to be a part of my narrative, but I'm a black woman who is a part of an entire generation that has similar story Normani's email began. She continued in her written statement, "I face senseless attacks daily, as does the rest of my community. This represents a day in the life for us. I have been tolerating discrimination far before I could even comprehend what exactly was happening. Direct subliminal hatred has been geared towards me for many years solely because of my color of my skin. It would be dishonest if I said that this particular scenario didn't hurt me. It was devastating that this came from a place that was supposed to be the safe haven and sisterhood, because I knew that if the tables were turned, I would defend each of them in a single heartbeat. It took days for her to acknowledge that I was dealing with online, and then years for her to take responsibility for the offensive tweets that recently resurfaced. Whether or not it was intention, this made me feel like I was second to a relationship that she had with her fans." But that wasn't the only 5H-based relationship Normani expressed as uneasy. The other members of the former girl group didn't really come to her defense while she was dealing with racist online bullies either, as the 20-year-old artist described them as not knowing how to be there for me the way that I needed it, because it wasn't their own experience, and because when they look at me, they don't see me. According to the interview, Normani often felt like the other one in the room for being the sole black female in the group. Her father, Derek Hamilton, chimed in to say she was still scarred from harmonizers targeting her online for believing she was one shaded Cabello for being quirky. But the rehashed disharmony Normani experience is not the single's main takeaway, especially for her young black fans. I don't want to say this situation leaves me hopeless, because I believe that everyone deserves the opportunity for personal growth. Normani continued in the email, "I really hope that an important lesson was learned in this. I hope there is a genuine understanding about why this was absolutely unacceptable. I have spoken what is in my heart and pray this is transparent enough that I never have to speak on it again. To my brown men and women, we are like no other. Our pride lies within our culture. We are descendants of an endless line of strong and resilient kings and queens. We have been and will continue to win in all that we do is simply because of who we are. We deserve to be celebrated. I deserve to be celebrated, and I'm just getting started." All right, so this was back in 2020 when all this had broke out. I remember this story. I avoided it like the plague. I did not want to talk about it, but I had to talk about it because I saw that a lot of people were like, "Why is people hating on Camila Cabello?" And I was trying to look for I can't find it, but if I do, I'll put it up here. But there was a lot of people, they were upset that they said that Camila Cabello, she's pandering to the black people now because a lot of people don't like her new style of music. I know people were also picking at her relationship. They were saying that's the rumor was the relationship that she had with somebody that was a PR stunt just to boost up her career. They talked about her weight. There's a lot of stuff about Camila Cabello, and it ties back to Normani. And I really do believe, I hate to say it, I really do believe that this hurt both of their careers. I mean, we still only know those two out of all the young ladies. We still only know them. I think they would have been bigger, with their solo careers. I think all of them would have been bigger if all of this drama didn't happen in the group. It's secretly they were trying to hide it, but as for us, the people who saw, and they were from X Factor. I don't know why my brain went there, but yeah, they came from X Factor. But anyway, going back to the topic of why people hate Camila Cabello, it all comes back from the issues and the dramas around the Fifth Harmony group. So if you don't know the whole story and how it happened and what was going on, this is what happened. And unfortunately, this is the world that we live in day and age of online, of apps, Twitter. Anything that you post in the past, it comes back to bite you. And I think a lot of people they're not going to forgive Camila Cabello. Some of them still, that's why I play all those, those TikTok videos. A lot of people still are in their feelings. They have not forgiven her. So even though she apologized, they haven't forgiven. And I told you, apologies. I know why people do apologies. Normani says she apologized for what she said about, calling Camila quirky, and it still doesn't work. Apologies sometimes don't work. They don't. It's just best to be quiet. So let me know what y'all think down below. Do y'all think that Camila Cabello, because I keep seeing this about Camila. I keep seeing these, you know, when she posts something about her new songs coming up, everybody is literally like, well, girl, we ain't forgot. You know, like, we ain't forgot what you did. Or I noticed with even with Normani, if you want to talk about Normani, I can do another video on her, but I do notice that her too, she's been struggling with her music, and I really do think it's because of this. I really do believe that both these young ladies are struggling because of this. And, you know, Camila, you know, I know you was 14, but I really do hope you change. I hope that you really, truly, honestly apologize. Y'all know how I feel about apologies. I don't take them really seriously, because I think people say they apologize when they get caught. But I hope we can keep this in the past, you know. I hope these young ladies can, you know, have a successful career, but I really do believe that what's holding them back is the past. And that's it's sad. It's really sad that it, you know, this conversation keeps coming up, but I really do believe that's what's holding them back. But let me know down in the comment area what y'all think about Camila Cabello. Do y'all hate her? Do y'all forgive her? You know, explain why. Please don't make this about me. This is not about me. This is about her and her music. And if you want to talk about her other members of the group that she was in, let me know. I'm just curious on y'all thoughts. But yeah, as for now, to see y'all later. Peace.
Fendi and Adana, Karen, they be sharing all their money, got me wearing fly. Girl, but I ain't asking. They say they love my ass and 7 G's to religion. I say no, but they keep giving, so I keep on taking. And no, I ain't taking. We can keep on taking. I keep on demonstrating my love, my love, my love, my love. You love my lady lumps, my hump, my hump, my hump. My humps, they got you. Got you, they got you. They got you, got you, they got you.